Good. Okay. So I wanted to run one by you, David, here real quick. I think anybody could probably touch on this, but what are some of the tools of the trade? I mean, what do we do to attract people into farming? What's the trick there? I know you're kind of hitting the streets now, so.
There's a lot of ways to approach it. We approach it from our nano farms from art, like, oh, by the way, it grows food, but this is a gorgeous fountain that happens to sound like a water feature, and so there's the aesthetics to it. LA happens to be a huge foodie community, so you can approach it from taste and textures that are maybe available more often than you might expect. You can extend seasons. You can certainly bring in varieties that are not available. As an urban farming advocate, you can bring in varieties that are not available in farmers markets or in stores. Did you know that does anybody know how many varieties of lettuces there are? I don't know the exact number, but I've grown at least 70 varieties. And about, most of those you've never seen them before. Silky textures, for example. As far as making attraction, though, I think it begins at an early age. So part of our work is to quite literally teach the future farmers of America through our Farms and Schools program. And we use it as not so much specifically to teach farming. Yes, oh, by the way, we're going to grow some food. But there's a lot more lessons that can be learned by teaching farming. And one of our great examples of that is at a school here in LA. We built a pretty sizable school educational system. It's about 1,000 square foot aquaponic system where we're teaching, it's called integrated environmental education. We teach many teachers. We did first teacher training a few months ago where whether you're teaching art, history, science, or math, there's a lesson to be learned on the farm. The school actually went and physically moved their business class in the garden area so they can study the economics of farming, and this is at a high school. Many different ways to approach it, from learning how to build it, how to operate it, maintain it, and some of the history and folklore in the backstory, what brought that farm to that school.